Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Santa Barbara CALSOAP Consortium Virtual College Fair. We have a killer lineup of institutions for you to hear from this evening. My name's Courtney and I'm going to be your facilitator tonight. But before I turn it over to our colleges, I do have a couple of housekeeping items to discuss with you. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphones are off. And our panelists can't hear you or see you this evening. However, they know you're going to have some questions and they certainly want to make sure that they are able to answer your questions. So at any point, feel free to type your question in the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen, but also type out the college or university that you're directing that question to so that they can answer your questions appropriately. This is a really fun way to learn about colleges and universities. And so tonight you're probably going to hear from schools that you've heard of before and are really excited about. And you might hear from some schools that you're really excited about, but you might be hearing from for the first time. And this is what the college search process is all about. This is being recorded this evening and will be available at strivescan.com/CALSAOP. SOAP. Oh my goodness. It's on the bottom of the screen. strivescan.com/CALSOAP. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter. You're first going to have the opportunity to hear from Savannah College of Art and Design. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hey everybody, my name is Namita Chandra and I am an Assistant Director of Admission for Savannah College of Art and Design. Before I share my presentation, I quickly want to share a video with you guys just to give you an overview of everything that we do at SCAD.
I'm driven to create.
To be expressive.
To collaborate with only the best and across disciplines.
If you have an outlet like the arts where you can be in these other worlds and imagine anything, growing up in the arts, I've seen it change people's lives.
There are things happening in our classrooms where students are actually reimagining their own education in the way that we communicate with each other.
What is that next step for them? How are they going to make those contacts with their future employers?
During my time at SCAD, what was so magical was that it was this hot pot of creative people from different types of majors that could influence each other.
I would say my two greatest lessons that I learned from SCAD were learning the structure of the industry and the strong work ethic, but I think you really hone those skills at SCAD.
I am the creative director of Christopher John Rogers. Growing up, I always knew that fashion was my passion. Ew, gross. Okay, wait.
I absolutely love SCAD.
I love SCAD too. I love it more than John Krasinski.
Hey, bees.
Hey, SCAD.
Hello, SCAD. Extremely bright, smart people who love creativity, fashion, design, art, film, telling their version of their own story.
I am an artist.
I am a performer.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Storyteller. Thanks to SCAD, my future as a creative professional is real. It's happening.
You are the next incarnation of this beautiful planet that needs design, that needs beauty, that needs your mind and your spirit and your energy, your power, your unique voice.
Because you have something unique to say.
This is SCAD.
Anyone who asks me about colleges in the US, all I say is SCAD. Don't even think of anything else.
SCAD was founded in 1978, and for more than 40 creative years, we've grown to become the most comprehensive and connected art and design university in the world, with locations in Atlanta, Lacoste, France, Savannah, and online via SCAD Now. From day one, SCAD has served as a preeminent source of knowledge in every discipline we teach. The university is incredibly diverse with approximately 15,000 students representing all 50 states and more than 100 countries. We offer more than 100 degree programs across more than 40 majors and over 75 minors. Career preparation is at the heart of SCAD's mission, as evidenced by the university's stellar alumni employment rate. We've had a consistent 99% alumni employment rate in the past consecutive years, with 91% of them working in creative fields. From the moment you arrive at SCAD, your creative career begins, and you will have the opportunity to work with leading companies through SCAD Pro, where students dream up design solutions for global brands. SCAD Pro has hosted more than 500 collaborations with over 300 top brands and have led to more than 200 job offers for our students. In the past, we've worked for brands like Amazon, Pixar, Disney, BMW, Ford, L'Oreal, Samsung, Hamilton Watches, and the list goes on. So whether it's hearing the inspirational words from music legends, attending a masterclass, or an exclusive screening with award-winning actors, these exclusive opportunities are unique to SCAD. SCAD offers everything to suit your interests in or out of the classroom. At our Atlanta and Savannah locations, there are more than 100 student clubs, from cultural, community, and leadership organizations to academic and special interests. Fun fact is, once you're accepted to SCAD, you're accepted to all of our locations. You can choose to study at SCAD Savannah, SCAD Atlanta, or do a study abroad at SCAD Lacoste, or even do a virtual program on our SCAD Now e-learning program. You can also have a look at our pre-college programs. If you are a rising high school senior, you can earn college credit through SCAD Rising Star, which is a 5-week summer program. And then eligible high school students can earn college credit through SCAD Now pre-college program through SCAD e-learning online courses. And through these avenues, you'll be on a fast track to your creative career and your college that much sooner. So I quickly want to speak about the admission process. We are on rolling admission, so we do not have any deadlines, so that's a good thing. And we typically encourage students to start the application as a junior, because that gives you that time to connect with a personal admission advisor that will be assigned to you once you apply. It's going to be a simple form, should not take you more than 10 minutes to fill out. You will be asked to pay a $100 application fee, and once you've applied, we will assign a personal admission advisor that will work with you and ask for any additional materials that we need. We also highly recommend and insist that you visit us in person to see everything that SCAD has to offer. And it's also a good decision to check out the campus before you make that decision, to be sure if you want to spend the next 4 years of your life there. So remember to stay in touch with us. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you have your phone, I would request you to quickly scan the QR code. That's going to pull up a request for information form. And that's one way to stay connected with me and to learn more about SCAD and everything that we have to offer for our students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to the Savannah College of Art and Design. Audience, don't forget, you can put your questions in the Q&A at any time. Just make sure that you type out the college or university that you're directing your question to. Next up, I have the opportunity to introduce to you the University of California, Davis. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Perfect. All right. Welcome, everybody. So my name is Christy Blaine. I am an associate director at UC Davis. I am bummed we're not at the Earl Warren Center where we normally meet and have this massive affair. So let me just tell you a little bit about UC Davis. So again, where are we located? What are we about? So we are up in Northern California, and this is a good way to get to know our campus. So we are ranked #1 in the nation for agriculture. So we are not just an ag school, but we do have large and small animals right on campus. We have 6 different barns that you can actually live in rent-free, and take care of the animals is one way to live rent-free. Another one is we are ranked #1 in the nation for vet. So we do have a vet school on campus as well. So we have large and small animals on campus, and we also have our veterinary medicine, again, just right across the street from campus. We are ranked #1 in the nation for our campus sustainability. So again, you've heard of DC. So that is your dining commons. That's where you're going to eat your meals. Typically, you can get up to 3 meals per day. And again, our food is grown right on campus. We're ranked 5th in the nation for public universities. Okay, like I said, where are we? So we are actually in Northern California. We are next to Sacramento. So what is Sacramento? Our state capital. So we are less than 20 minutes from our state capital of Sacramento. You can see that we're really close to San Francisco, Napa Valley, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, and Los Angeles. So some of the things that I want to point out is that you have endless possibilities. So we are one of the largest UCs with over 30,000 undergraduates. So we have lots and lots of opportunities. Here's just some of the photos we have showcasing, again, our lovely state capital. The middle two are our Lake Tahoe Basin and Bodega Bay. So we actually have classrooms and facilities for you to do wet labs, hands-on experience to coincide with your classroom experience. And like I said, the Lake Tahoe Basin and Bodega Bay, you can spend a summer, a quarter, again, or a full year in these research facilities. And then lastly, we have our beautiful campus. Okay, so since we are one of the larger UCs, we have over 100 majors, so lots and lots of options. So within the 100 majors, we have our 4 different colleges. So we are broken down into our College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. We have our College of Biological Sciences, and then we have our College of Engineering, and lastly, our College of Letters and Science, which is one of our largest colleges. What do we look like since we are the largest UC campus? So we are the largest UC campus acre-wise. So yes, if you've heard the rumor, we do want you to come bike on campus. That is kind of the quickest way to get around on our campus because we are very flat. So we have lots of flat land. So you can see here, the yellow is the UC Davis campus. And then again, right across the street is downtown Davis. So we are the true definition of a college town because again, we have our streets A through G. So this is fun restaurants, movie theaters, coffee shops, again, different fun places to hang out and socialize again, while you're not on campus. We have our Central Park. We have a phenomenal farmers market every Wednesday. Again, so we are that true definition of a college town. Okay, and then again, we are, come join us again, because like I said, we said several times, we are very large, but how do you make that large campus feel smaller? So not only within our 100 majors, once you get into your upper division courses, your class sizes will get smaller. So you'll meet, different people within your major. We also have over 800 clubs on campus. We also have 65 Greek organizations. We have our 3 levels of sports. So we have our D1, we are a D1 sports school. And then we have our intramural and our club sports. So we have 3 different levels for you to get involved, not only in the sports, but also this one is our Aggie fan club. So we have the largest Aggie fan club in the UC system. So please join us and come get involved. Now let's talk about admissions. So what does it take? What are we looking for on the Davis campus? So again, this is kind of our freshman profile, our admitted student profile, our GPA ranges. So these are the middle. These are not, you don't have to fall in this category. We do admit above and below these GPA averages. We are looking for the A through G criteria, a 3.0 minimum GPA for our California residents and 3.4 for our non-residents. And again, at the UC system, we are test free. So you do not need the SAT or the SAT. We do not, review that information in our holistic review. Okay. So what's next? So what do you do next? So next is going to be start your UC application. The UC application is open now. The month of November is the month to submit your UC application. The deadline is the 30th. So again, if you haven't already started, log on, start your account and work on that UC application. So again, like I said, submit the application this month. And then by December, create your My Admissions. And then March 2nd, please do your FAFSA and then your Cal Dream Act. That is the official financial aid information for the UC system. And then mid-March, we will notify, and then you'll submit your SAR. That is your Statement of Intent to Register by the May 1st deadline. Okay, and then again, like I said, what do you want to learn more? Again, you can drop me a link in the chat and I will respond. We have in-person and online tours. So if you want to, take a weekend come up, we are doing in-person tours. Our students are fully on campus. They have moved in the dorms. They are taking classes in person. So we have, again, tours of our campus and our dorms in person and online. How do you get involved? We have our blog. This is our current students who write for our blog and tell us their, their daily experience. And then again, what can you do with your major? Because again, we do have over 100. What can you do? What are your options for, each individual major? And then lastly, I think that's it. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Drop a chat if you have any questions.
Thanks so much, Christy, to you and the University of California, Davis. Audience, don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any point. Next up, I have the privilege of introducing to you Arizona State University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hello there, good evening. My name is Kevin Martin. I'm a regional coordinator for Arizona State University. Because of time here, I'm just gonna go through just a couple of things that I feel that's important that you should know. So first off, again, this is my contact information. So if there's any questions throughout after this presentation or throughout, here's my contact information. Feel free to reach out and we'll get any specific questions answered for you here. We always like to start off with our charter at ASU. Again, this is like our mission statement. I'm not going to read it to you for the sake of time, but just pull out our bits and pieces here. We talk about the inclusion rather than exclusion. So we get asked the question a lot of times, you know, what are your admission requirements? How do I get in? Will I get in? So whatever your GPA is, and as long as you meet those admission requirements for your particular major or desired program of study, you'll know without a shadow of a doubt that you can plan accordingly for that particular degree program here at ASU. Okay. And just a little bit about ASU. So you'll notice that we have different campuses. So we're one university with multiple campuses. And so our first campus is, again, our most historical campus. That's in downtown Tempe. And that's where you have the more traditional campus experience. So roughly around 58,000 students on that particular campus. We have our ASU's downtown Phoenix campus as well. That's where you will find a lot of our health solutions programs, our journalism programs, our law programs as well. So if you think you want to be in a fast-paced environment, our downtown Phoenix campus will be a best option for you. And then our ASU West campus, that's more for our liberal arts programs. It's more of a smaller, close-knit community style environment. We have roughly around 5,000 students on that particular campus. And so if that's something that you're interested in, or if that's something for you, the West campus is, will be your better fit. And then lastly, we have our Polytechnic campus, which is in our East Valley of Phoenix. And that's where our engineering programs are, our flight programs, things of that nature. It's actually located on the old Air Force base, very fitting, right? And so all of those campuses are self-sustainable. If you're assigned to one of those campuses, everything you need will be on that campus. However, you're not tied to that campus either. All campuses are accessible to you as well. And just a little bit about the campuses again, downtown Phoenix, Tempe, our West campus, and our Polytechnic campus. And so we have over 350 degree programs here at ASU for our undergraduate programs. And so if you're not sure what program you want to study in, we have a career quiz that you can take just to pretty much guide you down that path. But again, 350 programs located over 8 different colleges. Just a little bit about My Path. Again, if you're not sure exactly what you want to do, we have what's called My Path to ASU. It's simple. You just put in your information, your desired program of study, and then in that My Path, it'll let you know exactly what courses you can take prior to arriving at ASU. That'll set you up for success before you get there. Just a little bit about what that looks like here. Then some of our general university admission requirements. Now this is just for transfer students, and I'll go to first year students as well. For transfer students, you're looking at, again, 12 or more transferable credits. It's a minimum of 2.5 GPA. However, if you have 12 or fewer credits, you have to meet our first year requirements as well, which is either a 3.0 GPA, a 22 on your ACT, or a 24 for non-residents on your ACT, 1180 on your SAT. Okay, so if you meet those requirements, you'll know you're able to move forward. And then just applying to ASU. So that process, we try to make it as transparent as possible. So it's just a matter of you complete the online application. It takes about 20 minutes or so to complete. There's an application fee affixed to that. And then the last thing would be to send in your official transcripts. Once we have all of that information, your application status will go into what's called in review. And then from there, it takes about 2 to 4 weeks for everything to get processed, transcripts evaluated, things of that nature. You'll actually be assigned a ASU Right user ID as well. And that'll be pretty much your password to your My ASU account. That My ASU account will be your gatekeeper for all things ASU, where you can track your application, register for classes, set up advising appointments, things of that nature. Then just some important dates. Early September, our scholarship portal opens. October 1st is the FAFSA opens. Now, we don't have any admissions deadlines. We do have rolling admissions. However, these priority action dates are very important just because if you're eligible for any type of institutional aid, whether it's Phi Theta Kappa, any merit-based scholarship awards, those dates are something to be aware of. And then here's a little example of what My ASU looks like. You will actually know whether you're admitting to ASU, not just because you already know what your GPA is, but also because so that you'll be able to see this even before you receive your acceptance letter in the mail. So that's why I mentioned the My ASU as being your gatekeeper. Then this is just the finances in my issue as well, where you'll be able to track your finances. You accept or decline your scholarships, any type of aid, things of that nature will be in the finance tab in your My issue account. We do participate in the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program as well, so which is WUI. So for out-of-state residents as well, it definitely helps offset the cost of out-of-state tuition. Then just some of the scholarships. Again, we have what's called Phi Theta Kappa, Earn to Learn, things of that nature, where students can actually go in and it's like a savings reward, if you will, where it pretty much is an 8-to-1 match. So you save $500, you get $4,500, things of that nature. And then Phi Theta Kappa, we have Transfer Achievement Awards. We do have our first year freshman awards as well. Okay. And they're all merit-based. Scholarships. And I know I went through a lot. That concludes my period of instruction. Thanks for joining.
Thanks so much to Arizona State University. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Otis College of Art and Design. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Okay, here I come. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Okay, and throughout, I will make sure that I put my information in the chat at the end, so you've got my contact information. I'm Erica Wilson, Interim Director of Admissions here at Otis College of Art and Design. We're gonna pop right in real quick with a 1-minute video with an overview of Otis.
One of the great advantages of being in Los Angeles is such a major art and design city. Diversity, geography, the weather, the food, the neighborhoods. I think LA is really a special place for creative individuals.
A lot of my professors are working in the industry, which is super helpful because ES students need to know what's relevant in the design space right now.
The faculty really cares about students. A lot of our students are coming from very diverse background as well, which also include international students' body. So faculty understand where they come from, and they really want to create opportunity for their future.
I was going to be surrounded by people to push me to be a better version of myself and to become who I've always imagined myself to be.
Students feel a sense of belonging with each other because they are all coming from all over the world and different experiences, but sharing that one love and passion of art and design.
It's exciting and inspiring because you get to know people from all over the world who are constantly making things around you.
I've been welcomed into the model shop and the wood shop and all the other labs that are available. It's allowed me to do a lot more than what I originally intended to do.
Artists and designers are essential in this world because civilization doesn't really exist without them. They are the ideas that lead and drive civilization forward. And I think they are the ideas that survive.
Okay, so I like to start here, just give you a quick overview of our student body. Right now, we have our largest enrollment of 1,250 students. We're usually coming in at around 1,100, where we just celebrated our 103rd birthday. So we are the oldest art and design school in Southern California. And we're really proud to be in that top 1% of diversity. Again, diversity, equity, inclusion, being a reflection of the city of Los Angeles is extremely important to all of us, especially when you're dealing with art and design. It's a global idea and global visions. We also have a large number of different clubs and activities. We bring a lot of events on campus. We just had our big October celebration week where there's pool parties and barbecues, bringing in rock climbing walls and all of that. We realize there's more to you than just being in class, and you need to connect with the others in the institution. Your peers are going to be your professionals in the industry when you leave. So we give a lot of different opportunities for you to connect outside of the classroom with yourself as well as with industry professionals. We have 7 different majors here at Otis College of Art and Design. They are all BFAs. So communication arts includes graphic design and illustration. Digital media will have animation, game and entertainment design, as well as motion design. Environmental design at Otis has 2 paths. One is the architecture, landscape, interiors, and the other is for interiors and furniture, dealing with site-specific and light-specific installations. We have fashion design, it's collection-based. Fine arts with painting, photography, sculpture, new genre. There's a lot of electives and they do cross over with each other. Product design, otherwise known as industrial design, every object around you, that's what that would be. And then we are the only school in the United States that offers a 4-year bachelor's degree in toy design. So about 65% of your coursework will be studio-based, while about 35% of that is liberal arts and sciences. We do have a very robust career service office that as an alumx, you are welcome to continue to use those. They bring, with each department, alum as well as industry professionals on to do guest critiques, talks, lectures. We have different partnerships with industries around the Los Angeles areas and globally to help connect you with internships and jobs. About 93.5% of our students are employed within 1 year, and 94% of those are working within design fields. So that means our students are getting those jobs, but they're within the areas of creative passion. Coming in at a sophomore at Otis, which most of our transfers are looking to do, all you have to have is 17 credits of any studio art, 6 to 12 of any liberal arts, and a portfolio that shows you're ready to bypass our first year of foundation. We are a foundation-based program, so everybody takes the first year the same classes in the first year. After that, then you go into your major. Some students, except for fashion and toy design, have the option to come in at that junior level. With that, you increase the number of studio and liberal arts, and then you would work closely with me or another admissions counselor to make sure you're taking courses that are fulfilling those sophomore requirements. We do require a portfolio when you apply to Otis, and that portfolio I'm going to go over what those requirements are, but these are the 3 areas that we sort of look at. We're looking for your technical skill and your craftsmanship, your creative ideas and concepts, but most importantly, we're looking for your interest and passion. You are the most important part of your portfolio, your views, your ideas, what you want to do. There's no such thing as Otis style. We help you build that and create that and come out with your own vision and your own style. There's 2 options for your portfolio. One is the open-ended. Most transfers choose this. It's just 10 to 20 images of your best work, all medium. If it is all one type, like all photography or all digital work, we do ask that you give us a few examples of some other materials and some other ideas and ways of working. We do have a structured portfolio option for those of you that might need some extra guidance in helping build that portfolio. So how do you apply? Everything is an online submission. We have an online application for transfers. You're going to do the Otis specific application. There is a personal statement, 500 words, give or take, doesn't need to be exactly. Basically, you're giving us some extra information about who you are and why you want to study at Otis. The transcripts, we do ask for high school and college. They can be unofficial through the application process. Officials will be asked to be sent once you decide to enroll. And the portfolio, which is submitted online through SlideRoom. We do not require test scores, no SAT or ACT, they are optional. If English is not your first language and you are applying as an international student, we do ask that you give us an English proficiency exam or pass a C or higher in your English comm class at your college. We do have a few deadlines. These are our early action coming up for fall 22 is December 1st.
I'm so sorry that 6 minutes goes by super, super fast, doesn't it?
That was 6 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, I have the opportunity to introduce to you the University of Laverne. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Ramirez. I'm just going to pull up my slides here really quickly. And just to introduce you guys, once again, I'm an admissions counselor at the University of Laverne. I was also born and raised in the city of Santa Barbara. So I did attend Bishop Diego when I was growing up there. And like many other students out there, I didn't know too much about the University of Laverne. It wasn't until my sister attended this university that I learned more about the school and have learned to love this school. So I'm happy to be able to share some more information with you all. So we are a small private liberal arts university. We are definitely definitely on the smaller end in terms of private universities. So we have about 2,500 students. We have 40 plus academic majors, and we also offer 70 plus clubs and organizations. But just before we move forward, right, where is the University of La Verne? We are in the city of La Verne, which again, doesn't give us too much information, right? So we are located 30 miles east of Los Angeles. So just to give you some context here, like an idea of like the map. So some of our students, you know, in their free time over the weekend, will head out to Los Angeles, not too far away, give or take some traffic, Malibu, Santa Monica. We also have Disneyland just down the street, right? So it's in Anaheim. For us, it was maybe about a 30-minute drive. Some of our students even get Disney passes just because it is so close by. So I remember being a student and having a Disney pass and going either early in the day or later in the night because I didn't have too much class that day or I was done with class for the day. So that was something that our students really enjoyed taking advantage of, just being in that area. We also live nearby Big Bear. Palm Springs is down the street, is not too far away as well. And then San Diego is a little bit further. Of course, from here it's farther, but there's just a little bit closer for us. So just wanted to give you some context in terms of where we are. We're also near the colleges like Cal Poly Pomona, Claremont colleges. So that's our little college community. Moving forward, here is a list of all of our academic programs. So as I mentioned, we offer 40 plus programs. Our top 5 programs are psychology, kinesiology, criminology, educational studies, and business. But when I say top programs, by no means do I mean impacted. We are fortunate enough to be such a small school that it enabled our students to be able to select whatever program it is of their liking. Our students can come in as undeclared, or they can actually come in with a major in mind already. So realistically, our students have the first 2 years to explore their general education courses that we require of all of our students until they really do have to select and hone in on a specific program. And just to give some background of some of our programs in terms of our business program, our students have the opportunity of being involved in an integrated business program. So they are able to, be placed into groups of 10 students, determine what it is, how to run a business, sell a product, make as much profit as they can, and pay them, and all those profits are donated to the charity of their choice. Educational studies is a huge program for us. We also offer it at the master's level. So we have a lot of students connected with a lot of the districts in the area. And then kinesiology has also been a growing program for us. So we also have a physician assistant's master's program. There aren't too many of those in the state, so we do prepare our students to be able to graduate and enter a master's program after graduation. Moving on, we also offer ways for our students to get involved. We heavily emphasize the importance of getting involved because there are so many transferable skills that our students can learn post-graduation. So as I mentioned, we offer 70 plus clubs and organizations. That includes Greek life. We offer both sororities and fraternities at the national level. We also have our campus activities board. They're the ones that plan all these fun social events for our students. It allows our students to learn some event planning skills, some marketing skills. And we also have our student government. In addition to that, we have many clubs based on cultural commonalities, religious views, or just special interests as well. We also have Division III athletic teams. We have 9 men's and 9 women's teams. If you ever want to get a hold of a coach and see what it's like to play at the college level, at the D3 level, how that benefits you in any way, all of our coaches' information is online. And you can just send them an email, set up an appointment, and see, again, what that would look like at the college level. We also offer living on campus. We do not require any of our students to live on campus for any amount of time. It's completely optional. 60% of our students are commuters and 40% of our students live on campus. So again, it's free range at this point. What we're looking at here are pictures of the dorm that all of our incoming freshmen live in. So we really emphasize the importance of community. So we want all of our students that are entering to really get to know their peers, the students that they will potentially cross across the stage in the next 4 years. So we really emphasize the importance of getting to know each other. So if you do decide to live on campus your first year, this is a building that you would live in. It's called Citrus Hall, and it's directly connected to our dining hall, face out, all you can eat. And then we also have another dining option called Barbara's Place, quick grab and go items, Starbucks, right? We're hooked on. If you get hooked on coffee, or you already are, we got you taken care of. We also have down the street, it's our downtown Laverne, a bunch of small businesses, like small restaurants, and then up the street we have everything else. So although yes, we are a small town, we have the flexibility of being near big cities like LA, and being able to again have so much to do on the weekends, during the week, and go explore a little bit. One of the top questions that we get is, right, where do our alumni go after graduation, right? We emphasize the importance of, getting a degree to find a career, and the importance of finding a job. So all of some of the places that our students have gone to is listed right here. My time is almost up, but I do want to mention two things before I go. Because we are a private institution, we understand the importance of offering financial aid. So 96% of our students will receive financial aid. And if you're interested in applying, you can do it via Common App or our Laverne website. But I'll post a link in the chat if you want more information. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Cynthia, to you and the University of Laverne. Our final presentation tonight will be from the University of San Francisco. Justin, take it away whenever you're ready.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Justin Kimray. My pronouns are he and his, and I have the pleasure of talking to you all about USF. So before my time is up, let me get started. So the University of San Francisco, if you look on the slide, there's a couple of fast bullet points that we believe all students and parents should know about USF when thinking of us as a college of choice. For one, our size. We are a mid-sized university, a little less than 7,000 undergraduate students, give or take, depending on the year. So because of our mid-size, we it leads to my other point right there, small classroom experience. We have really small class sizes. The average class size at USF is about, I want to say 22 to 23 students a class. As an alumni, sorry, I did not mention that during my introduction, I am an alumni of the university. I graduated in 2019. So in my student experience, the smallest class I was ever part of at USF was a class of 7. So it can get pretty small, but having access to such a small learning environment and a small overall USF college community really gives you the ability to create community with your peers and your fellow dons, but then also gives you the ability to really create a professional relationship with your professor. Always the best having a professor that really looks out for you more than just what's going on in their classroom, but also looks out for you in terms of how you're doing as a person. And which leads me to my next point. A lot of the faculty and staff here at USF really do care about your success, both in the classroom and outside, which bleeds into our Jesuit identity. So we are a private Jesuit Catholic liberal arts college in the center of the city of San Francisco. For those who aren't aware what the Jesuits really are, just really quickly, they're a religious order under the Catholic Church. Historically, they've always been about service towards others, but primarily through the lens of education and scholarship. And USF, we are just one of 28 different Jesuit schools across this beautiful nation. We have 3 here in California. We have Loyola Marymount University here in LA, and we also have Santa Clara University, about a 45-minute drive for us. And so as Jesuit colleges, we're all tasked with giving you the quality education for your career, but also tasked with giving you the necessary skills, tools, and knowledge you need to better help others, whoever it might be and wherever it might be. And so as a Jesuit school, you do have 1 theology class out of your whole 4 years, but remember, it's just 1 theology class out of your whole 4 years. And that does not need to be a Catholic or Christian centric course. We have several world religions that you can study under at USF to fulfill that theology requirement. Also, we are in the heart of San Francisco. And when I say the heart of San Francisco, I quite literally mean the geographical center of the city. And being centrally located on a 55-acre campus really gives you the ability to explore, have fun, and see what the city has to offer. Also included in tuition and fees is a Muni Pass. So Muni is the public transit system that we use in the county of San Francisco. And so having access to public transportation relatively for free really did give you the ability to explore at SF and go anywhere, everywhere, anytime. And we're always telling students to don't just explore the city of San Francisco, which is an amazing place to be, world-renowned restaurants, a whole bunch of professional opportunity across all fields of work. Also Golden Gate Park, the biggest man-made park in the country. We're actually 1.5 blocks bigger than Central Park in New York, and we're always saying that wherever we can. But then nonetheless, the Greater Bay Area is an amazing place to go to school in, with several other colleges around this place too as well. So definitely would recommend you checking out the Bay Area, and really always telling our students to get out of the city and explore what the Bay Area has to offer. Also, we've recently been ranked first for the most diverse college campus in America ethnically. So when you're on our campus, you're quite literally meeting people from all over the world. And our diversity and inclusivity extends past race and ethnicity or whatever have you. It goes to socioeconomic levels, sexual identity, religious identity, whatever have you. So you definitely will find your community here at USF no matter what. And then a little bit about academics. We have over 40 different majors and over 70 different minors associated with our university, and really something for everyone. And if you really don't see the major you're really interested in, you can major in something broad and still use your upper division courses to tailor your way into the career path you want to take on. We also have an honors college associated with our university. There is a certain GPA requirement that we need to see if you are applying for it. But then once you meet that GPA requirement, then you'll be invited to apply. When it comes to our honors college, we have two, one for the College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Nursing and Health Professions combined, and then another one specifically for our School of Management, our business students. And within the honors college, you'll get more rigorous, but more enriching core curriculum courses that all students need to complete. But at the same time, as an honors student, you are getting access to certain research internships, certain access to a lot of great speakers that come to campus, priority registration, so you can register for classes a lot earlier than students, so on and so forth. So a good amount of amenities. But overall, USF, the academics, very easy to double major, very easy to double minor, switch majors, switch minors, drop majors, whatever have you. We definitely, recommend you figure out your path towards your sophomore year, so you're still staying on that 4-year timeline. But nonetheless, no deadline as to when you need to declare a major or whatnot, and you can apply undecided, and that will not hurt your chance of admission. Also, our Career Services Center is working with students from their first day on campus all the way to graduation day and a year after. We do let our alumni use our Career Services Center just so they're set up for success. Like I said, we care about your success, not just in our classroom, but also once you leave our campus and our classrooms in total. And then also too, when it comes to the application process, for one, we are only on the Common App if you are a high school senior, okay? I'll repeat, if you are a high school senior, you can find us nowhere else but the Common App. If you are a transfer student on this call, we have both the Common App, and we also have our own self-made application. We prefer you use our self-made application just so it makes it easier and faster for the application process. But nonetheless, you are able to use either the Common App or our self-made application, but only choose one. Also, for high school seniors, we are a test optional university. We went test optional back in 2019, so you're not required to submit any SAT or ACT test scores. If you have them at the ready, by all means, please submit them with your application. It makes your application look that much better. But at the end of the day, going test optional will not hurt your chances of admission whatsoever. And then lastly, because I know my time is coming close, we have made the letter of recommendation completely optional along with an official transcript. So if you are applying as a high school senior or a transfer student, you are not required to submit a letter of recommendation, and you're not required to submit official transcripts at the time of applying. Should you be admitted, we'll obviously reach out and ask for official transcripts, but nonetheless, unofficial will do just fine. And lastly, our timelines are pretty much standard across the board with all other universities in the nation. EAED, November 1st, just passed. So if you didn't get your application in, we do have a slight bump in applications, or slight window for you to turn something in before the 10th. And then January 15th is the regular decision timeline. So around regular decision, January 15th, you would hear back around early to mid-March, and we would expect an answer from you around early May. But nonetheless, use that QR code in the corner and you'll be directed to our website where you'll see more information on this slide and get the chance to connect with us as counselors or some of our prospective student events, both virtual and in person as we are back in person.
Justin,
that's my little blurb.
Justin, thanks so much to you and the University of San Francisco. I'd now like to invite all of our panelists to turn back on their cameras, and we're gonna do a lightning round of your best piece of advice for students and families going through the college search process and the college application process. And we'll go in the same order that you presented originally. So Savannah College of Art and Design up first.
Yeah, so I would say research, get to know where the alumni are working, and also visit the campus because you need to see where you're going to spend 4 years of your life. So that's important.
So for Davis, again, we want you to visit. So again, you're only going to know if this is the campus that you feel the most welcome, most inviting, where you're going to spend the next 4 years of your life. So please visit. You can visit online virtually, and then please come and visit. Thank you.
Same for Arizona State as well. Definitely visit, moving from state to state. If you've never been to Arizona, definitely highly encourage you to visit. Also, just again, do your research, and especially come from out of state as well. I would just submit to you, research all scholarship opportunities that are available.
I'm going to ditto everybody. Research, visit, Otis is open, come, do it online. Thanks.
I would encourage you guys to connect with current students, right? Those are students that are more relatable to you, although it's great to hear from counselors. Students are living the experience, so always feel free to reach out when you do visit and encounter those students.
And I echo that my colleagues have said, but I will add this one last thing. This is your college process, not your mom, not your dad, not your brother, not your sister, not your cat, not your dog. So really do your best to own this process. It is stressful time, especially in a global pandemic that we're still in. But nonetheless, tell us what you want us to know and not what you think we want to hear. You know, this is your process, your story, your application. So do your best and give it your all, and be yourself.
I knew that you guys would have some killer advice. And I would just add that I hope that you really listen to all these professionals. They're here to help you through this search process. So don't hesitate to reach out to them and also have a little bit of fun. This is certainly an overwhelming process, but it's also really transformative. And so we hope that you enjoy it as well. There's a quick 5-question survey as you close out tonight. So we do hope that you'll provide us with some feedback on your experience this evening. And this was recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CalSOAP. Have a great one, everyone, and good luck with your college search. Bye-bye.